Hey everybody, welcome back to the Archangel 15. Today's sharing one of my all-time favorite ethnic dishes with you. This is called Adjarian Khachapuri. It took me about 3 years to actually learn how to say Khachapuri. It's very difficult every time I would go into various restaurants in various countries to try to. Uh, it's absolutely an amazing dish. It's Georgian, I'd say, is its roots of origin. But if you go to pretty much any Slavic country in Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, you pretty much name it. Georgia, Armenia, all these countries are going to have this. It's like close to like Turkish stuff as well. I'll show you a picture here. This is what it looks like. There's many various recipes. I'm not going to actually go over the recipe. I'm going to post the recipe that I pretty much used for this, and you can add to it yourself or do as you like. I've had this probably 20 times over the years, and it's never been the same twice. It's like everybody kind of has their own spin. It's sort of like borscht, and like I said, like you'd think that when I go to like Russia anymore, it's for the girls, the vodka, the pierogies, borscht. No, like actually this is like where it's really at. Like Georgian stuff, in my opinion, actually I think is personally better than a lot of Italian stuff. It doesn't get the credit it deserves. I have other stuff I've done in the past. I have my koroko soup, really good. And this is kind of almost something I didn't want to touch, to be honest with you. It's so dear to my heart. And like I have my own little spin and my own little additive that I'm going to do to it. I'm going to explain in a minute here. But like I said, this is like very dear to me. I kind of go over my first story with it. Okay, so like I honestly don't really like eating eggs. You can see in the center and various kinds of cheeses, and like depending on who makes it, what they have available, get, like I said, a variety of different ways it's going to turn out. So like I said, I go to the country of Georgia. I'm in Batumi. Didn't stay long in Tbilisi. Tbilisi's very beautiful. Batumi's like got a whole bunch of casinos. Really cool, amazing beach right on the Black Sea. Very special energy there, like definitely. It looks very close to South America as well. I talked about in the past the book Beyond the Black Sea, the Paracas of Peru, the enigma of elongated cranial formations. So anyways, like I said, I'm here in Georgia, and this every morning I woke up out of my hotel, like right down the street, there's this like little bakery, this little place, had like maybe 4 tables in it total, and this lady, you can see her there, she worked like just her by herself. She must have been 80, 90 years old, making the dough for these, and like it has to be cooked hot. Like you can't, like you really don't make them ahead of time, and like you really can't like have everything ready. You almost have to like sit down at a restaurant and make it, or have somebody make it for you. It's like kind of like really a special dish. When I was there, they had these sodas. I never ever had this before anywhere in my life. They're really known for their water. They have this amazing spring water in Georgia, and near in the mountains, and it comes from. And this lemon soda was just out of this world. Like I said, it was like the classiest drink I've ever had. Like it didn't taste anything like a soft drink. It was just really good and refreshing. And like I said, there's another picture of it. You can see when you get into the inside of it, kind of like the cheese and the egg just go together with the dough, and then the butter as well. It's just like like you don't, after you have it, the first thing that comes to your mind is you don't even want meat. Like there's not even, you don't like, you think, oh, add some meat in there, it's like an omelet or something. No, like you don't even need any meat. You don't even. It's rich and tastes absolutely amazing. Like I said, I'm gonna just post the recipe for this now. Like, because this is so sacred to me, like I don't want to like there's 20 different kinds of cheeses you could use. You could use goat cheese if you wanted to be authentic about it. You could use like ricotta. You could use mozzarella. You know, like I said, like you're gonna have to kind of dial that in for yourself as well as the dough. But one additive that I want to put in there, like I've talked about my specific onion bread recipe. If you've never made onion bread, out of this world, really good. You would never in a million years think something as simple as adding onions. You could add some cheese in too, almost like a bagel or something as well. But no, just simple onion bread. So I think if you would add some onions to the bread, to the dough, you know, like sweet onions, and then the next thing would be to add some Philadelphia cream cheese to this. Like I said, that's my own little spin. I've done it a little bit, and it's pretty good. It's like I said, but like it's something that's so good already that you really can't make it any better. Like I said, I would recommend getting as authentic with this as you can. I can tell you that the ingredients that they have available in Georgia and Armenia and other places like that are much different than what we have available here for most people. Like, the milk they're probably using kefir. Like I said, a lot of it's like goat's cheese. The one big main ingredient in this, I can tell you, is the feta. Like the feta, very similar like the goat's cheese. And then I use just like, even just regular stuff, regular cheddars you can use. Like, it doesn't really call for that. Didn't really use that too much. And then I grated up some mozzarella. I have a little bit here as well. Some mozzarella. And there's not really a whole lot of other presentations or food stuff that I want to do, to be honest with you. I'm kind of getting to the end of like a lot of the more important ones that are dear to me. Another thing I wanted to add too, like I've noticed, like I've been doing enough baking and cooking lately, like flour. I'm starting to get like real picky about it. Like, if you use like a higher quality flour, I don't want to name really names, but like King Arthur, for instance, like versus like another brand, a prominent brand, which I'm not going to mention. Like, it seems like the dough, like when you add yeast to it, like rises completely different. Like it's almost like there's like I would say like a third of like regular store flour is like not real. It's like doesn't even have the same consistency. It's like chalk or something like that. And butter, I'm not like another little trick. It's very self-evident. If you use better ingredients, typically your stuff tastes better. I don't find that all the time, especially with organic stuff. But higher, like I've been using Irish butter, and I found that like everything I added to in my ingredients, it seems to really, really come out amazing, like different, a little bit better. I made some pierogies the other day with my recipe, out of this world. Someday I'm going to start a little business. My sister, she's going to get credit for it. She helped me with the recipe. Be a cool little side thing with all my recipes. My Solyanka, if you never tried my Solyanka, going into the holidays, it's a little bit more complex. One of the harder things to make. I highly recommend that. It's unlike anything else you'll ever have. Kind of like the Kurko. But this is definitely a little bit more detailed to make. Like I said, it's something that takes like a little bit more dedication. Like I said, you sort of have to sit down and kind of dedicate, like I said, a meal to it. And very happy to share this with you. And like I said, if you got a chance to check out Georgian cuisine, please, it's, like I said, amazing stuff. First time I ever had Georgian cuisine cooking, I was in Ukraine, and Ukraine has amazing food of their own, but Georgia seems to really take it. And like I said, it doesn't get the credit it deserves. And so yeah, like I said, I probably have a couple more of these recipes, but I'm not really going to do too much of that. I have sort of like a sixth sense, something about to go down. Not sure exactly what it is, but like you can just almost feel it in the air. I don't think I'm alone. It feels like there's like a lot of tension in there. I'm hearing a lot of stuff going on in the Middle East. Doesn't surprise me. Bible talks about wars and rumors of wars in Revelation. And, pretty much everything else has come to fruition. There's only like maybe 12 to 15% of prophecy is yet to be fulfilled. But take care, folks. Hope you enjoy this. God bless.